Today we will discuss about class 10 political science lesson 1 power sharing. This chapter basically will discuss into 3 parts. In this chapter basically we'll discuss what is power sharing, why it is important and why it is needed, and forms of power sharing. So basically in this chapter we'll take example from two countries, that is Belgium and Sri Lanka. So in this part 1 we'll discuss about Belgium first. So Belgium is very important country in western part of Europe. The country Belgium is smaller than our Haryana in terms of size as well as population. The population of Belgium is just over 1 crore and the capital of Belgium is Brussels. Remember, there is a very strong union in Europe that is known as European Union, and the headquarters of European Union is situated in Brussels. Now we'll discuss about ethnic composition of Belgium. So the ethnic composition of Belgium is a very complex. Now if you see the map of Belgium, so it is divided into two parts, that is north part and south part. The north part is known as Flemish region and the south part is known as Wallonia region. In the north part Flemish region, basically the Dutch people are living and they constitute about 59% of the total population of the Belgium. And the south part, which is known as Wallonia, basically 40% people are living and they are speaking in French. So if you see in overall Belgium, so we have basically Dutch speaking people are in majority and French speaking people are in minority. But 59 plus 40 is equal to 99%. So what about the remaining 1%? So remaining 1% people were coming from the German speaking community. Now there is a little more complex situation is there in capital Brussels, because in capital Brussels 80% people were speaking in French and 20% people were speaking in Dutch. So basically in overall country, Dutch was in majority, but in capital Brussels, French were in majority. But the problem arises in this point that the Dutch relatively were more in number, but in terms of wealth, in terms of money, they were poor as compared to French speaking people. So French speaking people were less in number, but they were more rich than the Dutch speaking people. So that's why these Dutch people were not happy with this setup, and because of this unequal distribution of wealth in Belgium, so many conflicts and dispute arises from period 1950s to 1960s. But these Dutch and French people, after fighting for several decades, they came to know that this war or this fight is of no use to each other. That's why they sat together, and from period 1970s to 1993 they amended their constitution for 4 times. And these amendments are: the first one is, in the central government of Belgium, the French speaking minister and Dutch speaking minister will be of same number. The second very important amendment was that the state government will not be subordinate of the central government. What is the meaning of this point? Basically, central government cannot force their order on the state government. The third very important amendment was that the government in capital Brussels, in that government also, the French speaking representative and the Dutch speaking representative will be equal in number. And the fourth one was very important, because see, in the above 3 points we are only talking about the French and Dutch people, but what about the 1% German people? So to include them also in government, they have brought a new kind of government which was known as community government, under which they have included Dutch, French as well as German representative, and they will take decision regarding culture, education and language. So now my dear friends, you tell me, after this particular 4 amendments, will they again fight with each other? The answer will be no. Why? Because with these 4 amendments they have brought equality, and equality is the solution for everything. So in this first part we have discussed how this Belgium, despite of very complex ethnic composition, has came to the solution by giving equal opportunity to everyone in government. The question I am asking to you, you can reply in the comment box. So the first question is, what is power sharing? The second question is, what is ethnic composition? The third question is, what is ethnic composition of Belgium? The fourth question is, describe the 4 amendments that was brought in Belgium constitution from 1970s to 1993. And the next question is, write a note on Belgium. So these are the few important questions that can be asked from this particular part. So friends, I will see you in the next part in which we'll discuss about the Sri Lanka. And subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos. We will meet you in the next part. Till then, bye bye, take care.